Hey, this is Reigndrop Lopes, and we all have a story to tell and a lesson to learn. And this is my story. Shout out to Choke, no joke.
Yeah, you know what it is. Choke, no joke. Eat a wall. Rest in peace, Fuego. Don't ask me why. We here now. Let's go. Born in the Bronx, raised in Eden Wall.
So how would you say in Philly was y'all upbringing? Was it poor, middle class, or were y'all rich?
Poor. I mean, of course, there's levels to poor.
Right.
Poor, but we had food most of the time. And if we didn't know because, they just made sure we didn't know. I just remember it was a time where my dad was pretty abusive. So my mom took us and went to Florida with just us. And I just remember her telling us the story that she opened the cabinets one day and there was one can of food left in the cabinet, literally. Like, we didn't know. So she said she went out to the neighborhood church, and it was really racist in Florida at the time. So she was actually scared. So she knocked on the door of the church, and this, white lady answered. And, she told the lady she didn't have food, and the lady, gave her the food from like their pantry and everything's very nice and everything like that. So yeah, like I said, at certain times we didn't have food, but we never knew. My mom had to tell us the story. So, we were poor, but we had what we needed: clothing, a house over our head, food. Even though sometimes we lived in a garage, the garage looked like a castle because my grandfather built the garage and then my mom decorated it, and she's an interior decorator. So that's why I'm saying we lived in the hood, in the ghetto. But once you opened the door and walked in the house, it wasn't the ghetto. It looked like a castle. You know what I mean? So
That's a good thing. So you had both parents in the house when y'all were coming up?
On and off. My mom was, not my mom. My mom was always there. My dad was in and out because, he was just doing his own thing. He was drinking heavily at the time. So it's weird because just thinking about like my memories growing up, some have him in them and some don't. It's like he could have been gone for weeks, months sometimes, and then sometimes there'll be a week where he was there all the time, so.
Did that affect you, him like going and coming back?
No, because it was better when he wasn't there because it was so abusive. Like, he was abusing my mom on the daily, so it was more fear. When he was there, it was more fear. I mean, there were times where I remember us just like having fun, joking around, because outside of the drinking, he was a very likable person. But because he drank so much, it's like 90% of my memories are of that. I have like 2 good memories where he wasn't drinking, but he was a likable person. He had a really good sense of humor outside of the drinking.
And how did you carry seeing that abusive behavior in your mom's relationship in your life with your relationships?
Well, I would say if I think about it, I can't really pinpoint how it carried in my relationship, but I know just for me personally, I had a lot of PTSD, anxiety that I didn't know came from the abuse. Like, for years, I would just wake up in a panic. Up until I would say about maybe like 5 years ago. And I didn't know why. I didn't know why every time I woke up, like my heart's beating so fast and I'm panicking. Well, just, doing more research and being more self-reflective, I actually found out it was anxiety from growing up and always being afraid, of hearing like banging or loud noises in the other room because my dad, might have been hurting my mom. Any like jarring sound or any loud sound, I would be like afraid, so yeah, that's what I brought into my personal life from that was mostly PTSD. But yeah, I don't really know that it affected my relationship with guys. I know what Lisa did. She ended up dating a few abusive men where I never did. Like, to me, it was the opposite. If you even yelled at me, I couldn't date you. You know what I mean? Like, because I would literally just start breaking down and crying if any man yelled at me. Where Lisa, was like the opposite. She could take it, but, then she ended up, in abusive relationships.
Well, I guess it worked for you in the way that you know the signs.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so if you see the signs, you're
Yeah.
not living through
Like,
that
you
because
know,
you experienced
Yeah,
it.
we can't. I'm like, yeah.
Red flag, you got to go,
Right,
nigga.
yeah.
Right. So, as a kid, what did you think that you were going to be?
Okay, so this is really interesting because most kids, if you ask them, what do you want to be when you grow up? They have an answer. So my thinking was always, I just didn't want to be afraid anymore. I didn't see beyond that. I was afraid like almost every day of my life because of my dad. So I just didn't want to be afraid. I didn't aspire to be anything, but just, free.
You was searching for peace.
Yeah, that's all I wanted. That's why when my mom took us and went to Florida, those 3 years were the best 3 years of my life because we didn't have to be afraid of anything. And we just lived as regular kids,
So, what was your first career choice?
Oh, wow. Well, you know what? It was a choice, but it wasn't really a choice. It was a choice because I was good at it. I started, I would say like being a nanny. When I was very, very young, I was always good with kids. So I think at about maybe like 13, I started taking care of like my cousins. Then when I got older, moved to Atlanta. I actually was a nanny. I was a school teacher. I was a camp counselor. So anything to do with kids, like that was me. Right. But now if you ask me to watch a kid, sorry. Like not even my niece. Like my brother has 2 boys. My nephews, I help raise them. Right. They're like 18 and 19 now. But he has a new daughter and she's like 5. Love her to death, but I can't watch her more than like a couple minutes. It's like all of that in me. It's like I don't have that anymore. Like it went away. Like I could play with her and that's it. I can't.
So I assume you don't have any children.
No, and I don't want any. And people used to say, "Oh, you'll change your mind." I'm like, no. This go round because it took me so long to, I guess, to come into my own, to actually be able to be myself and be free because I wasn't able to growing up. I wasn't able to be myself. So once I was, comfortable with myself, I'm like, I need to enjoy this new me, myself. So no, if I come back again, then I'll have kids, but not this go round.
He said if you come back.
Hey,
Shout out to all y'all that came back and had kids.
Right.
All right.
Jack Brown. You know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. Never did I think hip-hop go this far. Never did I think I see Diddy behind bars or Kells. Penitentiary scars. The Man Act. Is it going too far? Back. Y'all industry rats. Y'all whack. That's 100. All Pyro. You'll be trapped like Pac. The go viral. Gene saw the nuts of Ja Rule. At the freak off and Diddy too. But plug shopper, freak door stopper. Nigga, you don't know if you a criminal or